Bring your body to a seated position and place one hand on your chest and one hand on the lower ribs or the belly. Close your eyes and really start to drop into your awareness of your breath. And pay particular attention to the sideways movements of your ribcage. As you breathe in, the ribs are expanding in all directions, and bring a little extra focus into that sideways expansion. As you breathe out, the ribcage softens, recoils. And have this sense on the inhale of your body reaching out into the space around you. And as you exhale, of gathering in and settling into your own strength. And maybe for you, settling into your own strength inspires you to lengthen your spine and grow tall, confident, defiant. Or maybe settling into your own strength means allowing your spine and your torso to be soft, fluid, maybe even a little slouched, accepting. Being strong looks different and wears different on different people. Sometimes to be strong, we need to firm up. And sometimes to be strong, we need to yield and adapt. Bring your hands to the sides of your ribcage and push into your ribs with your hands. And as you breathe in, push your hands out to the sides. And as you breathe out, give a little pressure with your hands to feel that drawing in and down of the ribcage. Inhale, push your hands out. Exhale, the ribcage recoils. Maybe a little toning of the tummy muscles to draw the ribs closer together. Inhale, opening up, expanding. Exhale, drawing in and closing. Again. Exhale. Inhale, the ribs go to the side, the arms go to the sides. Exhale, sweep the arms forwards, round your back, drop your chin. Inhale, open the arms to the sides, the shoulder blades come together, open your chest, look up. Exhale, scooping in, gathering the arms forwards, round your back, drop your head. Inhaling again, opening up, maybe a little rock forwards on the pelvis, a sense of a back bend. Exhale, rocking back on the pelvis, scoop around your back. Inhale, fluttering your arms open to the sides, we move on. Left hand to the floor. Exhale the right arm all the way over. Glorious side bend. Inhale, come up, reach your arms to the sides, open your chest, you're going to round your back again. Exhale, scoop your belly, drop your head, pull your shoulder blades forwards. Inhale, open your chest, reach your arms to the sides, look up, right hand to the floor, reach the left arm up and over, exhale. Inhale, come through the center, spread your fingers as you reach your arms wide, flare your ribs. Exhale, rounding your back, reach the arms forwards, drop your head. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, lift your shoulders, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, cactus the arms and twist to the left. Inhale, come back through the center, lift the shoulders, lift the arms, lengthen your armpits, and exhale, twisting to the right, cactus the arms, now the shoulders draw down. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up, and then begin to reach forwards as you exhale and bring fingertips onto the floor. As you inhale, drag your fingertips back, lift your chest, you feel really long through the spine. And then bend your elbows and exhale, bowing down, dropping your head. Push into the fingertips, inhale, lift your chest, get the sense of backward dragging with your hands. Maybe you can feel your back muscles ignite as you look up. And exhale, softening, bowing down, dropping your head. Inhale, lift, lengthen, drag your fingers back. Exhale, bowing it down. And then slowly just draw yourself back to sit. Bring one hand onto the chest, one hand onto the belly. Close your eyes again and breathe into your ribcage. Settle into your own strength. How do you want to wear that phrase in your body? Maybe it's somewhere between the two of lengthening and yielding. Maybe you bring your body just tall enough that you feel present and alert, but soft enough that you can still float and adapt with the breath. Maybe you really do need to be tall and engaged. Maybe you really do need to soften over. Make your choice for you. Settle into your strength. If you're sitting with crossed legs and you would like to switch the cross, you're welcome to do so now. If that would bring you a sense of evenness. But if you prefer to keep working with the one side, there's no need to chase symmetry. Your body and life is not symmetrical. And then bring your hands again to the sides of your ribs. Really feel your fingers on your body. Press your hands into the sides of your ribcage and be by your own side. Maybe you close your eyes. And feel that connection again of the ribs pressing out into the hands on the in-breath. And the hands pushing into the ribs on the out-breath. And I invite you to repeat to yourself the phrase, I am on my side. I am on my side. I am on my side. Maybe you don't know how to action that phrase yet. Even just starting with the phrase is enough. you inhale, open the arms to the side. Let them drift a little higher than shoulder height as you lift your gaze. Open the front of your ribs. Exhale, scoop and round your back. Bring the arms forwards. This time interlace your fingers. Take another in breath. Push your palms forwards. And exhale, round your back even further. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Shoulders are lifting up towards your ears. And exhale, open the arms wide as you twist around to the left. Really spread your fingers. Look far back to stretch your neck. Inhale, lift the fingers to the sky. Turn to face the front again. And exhale, twisting open to the right. Really spread your fingers. Reach with the arms. Look far back. Inhale, lift the arms up through the center. And exhale, both arms out to the sides. Drop the chin to your chest. Reach your fingertips down to the earth. Chin is on your chest. Inhale. Exhale, slightly draw the left ear over to the left shoulder. Inhale, chin through the center. Exhale, over to the side. Inhale through the center again. And gently exploring the fibers as you bring one ear to one shoulder. Gently exploring the fibers running from the base of your skull down the back of your neck, and also the fibers that run from the base of your skull and down the sides of the bottom of your ears forwards onto your collarbones. Chin is on the chest, fingertips are out towards your sides. Can you walk those fingertips a little bit extra out to the sides? And what is the neural sensation there along the arms, along the tops of the shoulders? Take another inhale. Exhale, round your back, and maybe you can walk your fingertips a little bit further out to the sides. Pause, breathe in. Exhale, maybe you can round your back a little bit more and wiggle your fingertips a little bit further out to the sides. And then just breathe freely and start to spider those fingers around in a circle so that they come forwards. And you're ending up, your spine is rounded, your arms are straight, and your fingertips are reaching forwards. Take an inhale. Exhale, begin to bend your elbows and your weight comes forwards, your forehead comes towards the floor. Inhale, straighten your arms, push your weight back, your back is rounded, your tail is tucked underneath. Exhale, bend your elbows, you let your weight drift forwards. Inhale, straighten out your arms, push your weight back. Exhale, bend the elbows, coming forwards. And then gently just bring yourself back to sitting. Bring both hands onto your chest, palms down, palms on your chest. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And feel whatever you are feeling. Be with it. And be on your side. Whatever you are thinking, whatever you are feeling in this moment, it is welcome. Welcome yourself. Put down your weapons. What are you fighting for? Repeat to yourself, I am on my side. Every ounce of effort you put into fighting yourself is an ounce of effort you could put into lifting yourself up. Tell yourself now, I am on my side. Gently place one hand cupping the back of your neck and the other hand lightly on the front of your throat. If you really don't enjoy holding the front of your throat, if that makes you feel uncomfortable, place the hand at the front, just over your collarbones. I want you to be able to feel your breathing around your throat and your neck. So the back hand is cupping the back of your neck, and the front hand either holding your throat or lightly resting on the collarbones in the front of your chest. And then again, either close your eyes or soften your gaze and breathe really deeply. And feel the breath moving your collarbones. Feel how the neck muscles are also accessory muscles to breathing. And either starting to make this little whispery sound on the inhale and or exhale that sounds like this. And just feeling how that changes the muscles and how they work around the neck. Or perhaps you want to make a little sigh or om or other sound on the exhale. And as you're doing that, you decide what sounds you'd like to make. Know that your voice is worthy of being heard. That you can always raise your own voice and what you would like to say. You never need to dampen down your words, your truth. And also know that on a more physiological level, that your vagus nerve, the primary nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the peace branch of your autonomic nervous system, wraps around your voice box. And when you make sound like this, purposeful sound, you are helping to trigger that parasympathetic response. You are helping to be in the peace. So think about that as you make these sounds, that you are being peaceful with your body. And if you like, you can keep one hand on the front of your throat and place the other hand on your diaphragm now, so that you're really honoring the breathing mechanics with your diaphragm hand. The diaphragm sits at the bottom of your ribs. And you are honoring the parasympathetic nervous system with the sound, with the hand on the throat. And play around with different ways of sounding that exhale. It could be a sigh. And it doesn't have to be really loud. You can raise your voice quietly. It's just about putting your voice out there, being heard. And now again, we're going to hold our ribs, but this time by crossing our arms over our body. So holding opposite ribs with opposite hand, so that you hold your own body. You hold your own body. Close your eyes. Settle into your breath. Settle into your strength. And repeat to yourself, I am on my own side. And And bringing yourself to sit on your shins. Just pause for a moment there. Lightly placing the hands on tops of the thighs. And you can bring the knees together, or if it's more comfortable, have the knees slightly apart and the toes together. Just feel into the base of sitting upon the shins. If your knees are going to be tender, you might like to roll your mat a little bit and kneel on that so you have a little bit more cushioning. Let's all start with a deep inhale together. Let it go. Again. Pushing into your feet and your shins, come to a high kneel. Lift up the arms, inhale. Twisting open to the left, open your arms wide, look far back, exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up through the center. Exhale, twisting around to the right, look far back, spread your fingers. Inhale, coming up through the center. Exhale, arms wide, come back to sit all the way down on your feet. This time, arms wide, lift your arms up, come to a high kneel, look up, inhale. Cactus the arms, twist around to the left, look far back and push back through the left arm. Inhale, come through the center, squeeze your butt cheeks together, lift your shoulders, spread your fingers. Exhale, twisting the other way, cactus the arms. You don't have to square the hips, let your body move. Inhale, coming up through the center. Exhale, descending the hips onto the heels, fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, gather up space, spread your arms, look all the way up, and then circle the arms across in front of each other. Exhale, come back down to sit, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, coming up again, reach up the arms. Maybe you remember which arm went across and you do the other one this time, doesn't really matter. Exhale, bringing it all the way down. Inhale, lifting up, and then start to turn your palms forwards, out to the sides, circle the arms out, and then bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades, and you lightly cross the hands behind your back. And then you reverse the process. So you start to release, and then they come all the way up. I'm going to turn my back to you and show you again. Just breathe freely. So you start to turn your palms out to the sides till they can go no further. You reach your arms sideways, the shoulder blades come together. You bend your elbows, and then you cross the hands as much as you can, but keep your shoulder blades together. So elbows don't drop forwards, it stays really squeezed in, and then reaching it wide and back up to the top again. So the arms, the palms turn sideways, the arms reach, they're behind you, the shoulder blades are coming together. And then you bend the elbows and cross the hands over, and then reach it out, around, and up. Okay, remember this movement. Take a big inhale, reach up, and then exhale, coming all the way down onto your shins. Finding all fours, hands and knees. Bring the hands onto the floor, really spread your fingers wide. Push down into the floor with your hands, and at the same time, feel earth through the shins, through the tops of the feet. Lift up through the back of your head. You should feel a little bit like you've got an orange between your chin and your chest. Breathe wide into the sides of your rib cage, which enables you to breathe deeply while still finding a little bit of control and attention into your tummy muscles. Start to release your tail up to the sky and feel that ripple up your lower back, your middle back. Drag your hands back along the floor to feel your back muscles ignite. Look up, lift your chin. This is the inhale. And stay with your chin up. Begin to tuck your tail. Draw your tail underneath around your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Drop your head. Exhale. Rippling from tail to head. Slowly as you inhale, begin to peel through your spine. As you find the back bend, have a feeling like your knees and hands were dragging towards one another. Look up. Feel that strength in your back. Trust your body. And then begin to curl underneath from your tail. Draw your tummy in to help you round your back. As it starts to travel to the upper back, push the floor away with your hands. Now it's a feeling like the hands and knees travel away from one another. One last time like this. Curling, uncurling. Ripple through your spine. Move slowly. Take more breaths if you need. You don't have to do one breath per movement. The idea is just to be present with the breath. You don't have to coordinate it exactly. And then eventually we meet with the spine rounded. In this rounded position, inhale, tip forwards towards your fingertips. And exhale, press your hips as far back as they'll go without moving your hands. It might be a little bit like child's pose. Inhale, come forwards, really push the floor away with your hands. And get the weight over into your fingers. And exhale, journeying back, hips to heels. Again, inhale, come forwards. And exhale, traveling back. And take this a few more times. Really see what you can explore and discover here. Where can you feel fibers in your body igniting and switching on and being present? Where can you feel resistance? And what can you do to meet that resistance and help yourself? I will meet you back on all fours. Give your tail a little wiggle just to help neutralize your spine. Stepping the left leg out to the side and have the toes pointing forwards. Left leg out to the side, toes pointing forwards. Again, cat-cow. Begin to arch your spine, lift your chest, look up. Inhale. Exhale, draw your tail underneath, drop your head, push the floor away with your hands. Inhale, begin to arch your spine, look up. Exhale, scooping and rounding. And then inhale, just come back to a neutral spine and complete your breath. Left arm lifts up to the sky. Lead you to the elbow first. So as you twist to the side, lead you the elbow to open up through your ribs and then uncurl the hand. Big breath in here. And exhale, thread that left arm underneath the right hand. Bend the right elbow, reach as far across as you can. Inhale, begin to open up again. Squeeze your butt to help your hips open. And draw your left shoulder back in space to open through the rib cage. And exhale, threading underneath. Every movement an opportunity to explore the wonder that is your physical body. Keep these two movements going and see which parts of my body are being forgotten. What am I not attending to? Where can I find a little more presence? The next time you're reaching up to the sky, pausing there, and then bring that hand all the way down to the floor. Coming onto the forearms, Inhale, begin to stick out your tail, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, draw your tail underneath, drop your head, push the floor away with your forearms. Inhale, uncurling, looking up. Exhale, scooping and rounding. Inhale, arching. And exhale, rounding. Stay rounded. Push into the hands to straighten your elbows. And then walk the hands back towards your knee until you can ripple through your spine and come all the way up into a high kneeling position. Left leg out to the side. If your right knee is getting uncomfy, just roll your mat and pop it there by your side. Reach your arms out to the side, just like we did at the beginning. Inhale, find a little arch through your spine. And exhale, begin to round your back. Lift off your left toes, pivot on the heel so the toes turn up to the sky, and sink your hips back onto your heel. Inhale, come all the way up. The left toes come to the floor, pointing forwards again. Arch your spine, look up. Exhale, left toes to sky, pivot on that heel, round your back, sit yourself down on your heel. If it's too much, just make the movement smaller. You don't have to go all the way down and up. Inhale, lifting, opening. Exhale, rounding it down. Keep your left leg pivoted as it is. This time, as you come up, inhale, you should be able to squeeze your bum and open your hips a little bit more. Exhale, right hand to floor, left arm reaches over. Inhale, come back through the center. And exhale again, right fingertips to floor, squeeze your butt, really lengthen that top arm. Inhale, draw through the center, proud and puffed up through the chest. And exhale, leaning it over. Stay here. Really squeeze your bum to push your hips forwards and draw your left little toe back in space to open your hip out even more. And then keep reaching so much with your left arm that your right hand has to come flat. As you reach over to the side, you start to bring your left toes onto the floor again, and then both hands are on the floor at the side, and you can paddle your way back forwards again. Paddle your way back forwards. Bringing that left knee back in where you got it from. Come to a high kneeling position. Inhale, drift the arms up. Reach through your fingertips. Twisting to the left, cactus the arms. Exhale. Inhale through the center. Lift the arms up. Spread your fingers. Exhale, twisting around to the right. Inhale, drawing it up. And exhale onto all fours, hands and knees. Reaching the right leg out to the side. Having the toes pointing forwards. And we make our way through cat-cow again. So begin to arch your spine, really stick out your tail, lift your chest. Have the feeling like the hands were dragging backwards to help you ignite your back muscles. And then exhale, draw your tail underneath. Push the floor away with the hands, drop your head. Inhale, begin to ripple, tail to head. Shoulders travel down your back. Open up the front of the throat. And exhale, scooping and rounding. One more time. Peel your way through space. Be intimately available to yourself at all parts of the practice. There's no need to fight against the way your body wants to move. Be on your own side. Coming back to a neutralish spine. And then leading up through the right elbow, we start to open out to the side. So open through the elbow first to draw the ribs open, and then uncurl the hand all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, reaching underneath. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale, draw yourself open to the side. Yawn your way through space. And exhale, pulling it across. Again, take this a few more times. Notice what's happening in the pelvis and with the hips. What's happening with the tops of the thigh bones, in the hip sockets, as you make your way through these movements. You don't have to judge any of that. Just notice it. Be with yourself. And then bring that hand down again onto the floor. Coming onto your forearms. Inhale, begin to arch your spine, looking up, drag the elbows back. Exhale, rounding, dropping your head, draw your tail under as best you can. You might feel your tummy muscles working. Inhale, begin to lengthen, arch, open. Let the front of the throat take up space. Exhale, rounding and scooping. Stay here. Push into the hands to straighten out the arms. And then walk the hands back towards your knee. And peel yourself all the way up into that high kneeling position. Reach your arms wide. Take a deep in breath. And exhale, begin to round your back. Sit back onto your left heel, right toes come up towards the sky. Round your back, drop your tail underneath. Inhale, you bring your right toes onto the floor again, pointing forward, squeeze your bum, open your arms, open your chest. Exhale, pivot on the heel, sit back. It's really great strengthening for this underneath leg. Inhale, opening up, lift your chest. Exhale, scooping and rounding it back. Now, keep your right leg as it is with the toes up to the sky. Lift up, lift your arms all the way overhead as you inhale. And then exhale, bringing the left hand onto the floor, reach your right arm all the way overhead. Squeeze your bum. Inhale, come up, arms out to the sides, open your chest. And exhale, tipping it over, and really lengthen this top arm. Be fearless, pull the shoulder into the ear and deepen your stretch. Inhale, lifting up again. And exhale, leaning it over. Staying here, see what more you can explore with this shape. Can you again bring your focus to breathing into the sides of your ribs? And this right arm starts to pull so much to the side that it starts to turn your chest to the side. It starts to bring your right toes onto the floor again. And then you paddle your hands around to the front. You find yourself on your knees and you tuck your toes underneath. Tip your weight into your fingertips. Inhale, look up a little bit, like a pointer dog. Exhale, push your weight back to your feet so much that you round into a little nugget and your knees hug off the floor towards your chest. Then as you journey forwards, the knees come down. Look up, inhale, overshoot your fingers. Exhale, push so much back, your hands engage into the floor so much, your elbows are straight that your knees have to lift off. Bring the knees to the floor again, inhale, come forwards. If you like, you can squeeze the heels in towards the hamstrings. When you do this, you lift your feet off and you really feel the back of your legs igniting. Exhale, travel backwards, lift off your knees, drop your head. Inhale forwards, maybe you lift off your feet and feel your hamstrings like you're reducing an orange at the back of your knees. Exhale. exhale, feet down. Maybe it starts to get a little bit higher now, almost like a down dog. And then come forwards, knees to earth. Maybe feet lift off, look forwards, breathe in. Exhale, rocking it back, maybe a down dog. Either knees down or plank position, but overshooting your fingers as you breathe in. Lifting your hips up and back, downward facing dog, breathe out. Take a few more, however you want it to land in your body. And just see if you can tune in to what would feel great right now. Not what you think you should be doing, but what would feel really great right now. We'll meet in that downward facing dog. And just as much as you engaged your hands when you were on the floor, lifting off your knees, making that little nugget shape, engage your hands now just as much. Really push the floor away with your hands. That might mean shoulders and ears. That is great. That's strengthening for the upper shoulder and lengthening for the lats. If you prefer shoulders away from ears, it might be more comfortable with wider hands, but make it a purposeful choice. Looking at your glorious feet, embracing every step. Take some baby steps forwards and look at your toes as they peel on and off the floor. Just observe their journey. Eventually, you find yourself hanging over your legs and really drop into gravity. Let the weight of your head carry you over. Be aware of your tailbone now. Bend your knees and tuck your tail underneath. That will make you want to bend your knees more. Follow that pattern. If you follow that pattern, you will slowly start to roll up through your spine and eventually find yourself standing. Bringing one hand onto the chest, one hand onto the belly. Close your eyes and settle into your strength. What does that mean right now? Not what it meant at the beginning, but how do you want to wear that phrase right now? How would you like to arrange and move and be with your body right now? Again, hold on to opposite rib, crossing your hands over your torso. Be on your own side, literally be on your sides, and be on your own side and breathe into your hands. As you inhale, the ribs swing out, and as you exhale, hug yourself a little tighter. If you enjoyed making sound earlier, you could explore that. Sigh, a hum, a whispery exhale. And starting to find quite a wide base with your feet, maybe shoulder width for a wide footed chair pose. And I'll turn my back to you a little bit. We're doing the arm movements that we did when we were kneeling, and I said, remember this movement, this is it, okay? So bend your knees and sweep the arms up into a chair position. Pause here for a moment and just breathe freely. Let's really establish this shape. Look down at your feet. It doesn't matter where they're pointing. Forwards, out to the sides a bit, inwards, whatever. But whatever they're doing, have the knees aim over about the second or third toe. So whatever the feet are doing, the knees are along for the ride. Press down through your big toe mound, but then also lift up your inner arches so you get an outward spiral of the feet. And maybe that helps you connect into a feeling of strength in the outer hip and the glute. Send your hips back in space. Your tailbone is aiming backwards diagonally. It's not drawing under, it's not tipping up. It's just connected onto your spine. So straighten your legs, keep the arms up, straighten your legs. Picture your tailbone now. And imagine it was a laser beam and it was just going to draw a laser along the floor backwards as you descend down. So you bend the knees and the laser draws behind you through space, and it's probably aiming for where the floor meets the wall behind you. You feel the crease at the front of your hips, your hip flexors are on. And as your tailbone is pointing back, that length continues up through the spine. Again, find that orange between the chin and the chest and press through the back of the head. As if somebody were pulling your ear tips. If you like, you can literally pull your own ear tips up on a diagonal and feel that length. The rib cage is gently drawing in at the front, but not so much that you can't breathe. It is strong. Okay, take an inhale. Start to turn your palms out to the sides. Exhaling the arms out to the sides. Bend your elbows. Elbows are back. Shoulder blades together. Maybe the hands just pass over one another. Inhale, unraveling it. Shoulder blades stay knitted together for quite a long time until the arms reach all the way forwards. Turn your palms outwards. Exhale. Explore that space behind you. You bend your elbows. Now, as you do this, draw your ribs in to resist this movement. And inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Just one more. Less is more with this kind of thing. Exhale, turn your palms. Explore that space. Bend your elbows. Lightly cross the hands maybe. And inhale, reach them all the way up. Good. Breathe freely as you come all the way up to stand. Reach up, 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 big inhale, and then just throw it down. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Be fearless, make sound. Exhale. Take two more, take up space. And then stay over your legs here. Stay over your legs. Begin to bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Eventually your heels come off the floor. Keep your feet apart, but just open your knees out to the side a little bit so there's space for your torso between your knees, and drop your head. Your heels are off the floor. Heels are off the floor. And then just gently pull back one knee, and it opens your hips out to the side a little bit. And then come back into the center, and then open out the other knee. It takes a little twist to the side. Come back through the center. It's quite hard to describe. If you're confused, have a little look, and I'm demoing it. As you open the knee out to the side, see if you can feel the outer hip muscles on that side of the body. And then pivot back through the center. And we're also offering our spine some lovely soft flexion. Come back through the center. Open the hip out to the side. Stay there. The knee that's open, the same arm, walk it forwards, forwards, forwards. Come into fingertips. Really straighten out that arm and then really pull that knee back. Unclench your jaw. And wiggling back through the center. Bring that hand back, open up the other knee. Stay there, same arm as leg. Reach it forwards on the fingertips, reach it forwards. Come back in the center. And now start to tip your weight back, 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 until eventually your bottom finds the floor. And then you bring your feet enough forwards that you can plant them down and rest your torso over your legs, really drop your head. And in this position, we can be a little bit more aware of the breath moving in the back of the body. So breathe into the side and back of your rib cage. Drop your head. Can you drop your head even more now you've been there for a little while? And maybe it feels nice to turn your head a little side to side. And get into all those tasty neck fibers. And make your way to lie on your front, however you want to get there. So gently coming forwards. And bring your palms, one hand on top of the other, arms in front of you, and rest your forehead on that little stack of hands you made. Have the legs at whatever distance makes your lower back happy. And just the slightest attention of drawing your lower ribs and belly away from the floor. Not loads, but just a little bit so that you're aware of the force of gravity and you're meeting that force. I want you to picture the orange between the chin and the chest again. And take an inhale. Exhale. Lift your head by pushing to the back of your head. So you'll be looking maybe just past your little fingers. And then inhale, the head comes back down. Exhale, press through the back of the head. This is a strengthening exercise for your neck flexors. And inhale, gently lowering the head down. Exhale, lift off the head, a little attention into your lower ribs and your tummy. And inhale, lowering down. So as you do this a few more times, the idea is that you don't create a crease at the back of the neck. That you aim to keep the neck long. And that it's a feeling like you're almost pushing your chin back through the back of your neck. Like double chin kind of vibes. And next time your head is lifted off, hold it there. Take an inhale. And exhale, firm up your legs and your glutes. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your forehead. Inhale, lower the arms down. Exhale, lift the arms off. Elbows are wide, legs are strong. Inhale the arms down. Still got the chin Aiming back through the head. Exhale, hands to forehead. Still got the orange between chin and chest. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, hands to forehead. Stay here. Breathe in. Exhale, cactus the arms. Draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, stay. Exhale, cactus more. Maybe you can lift a little higher. Squeeze your bum. Stay, inhale. Exhale, push through the chin to the back of the head. Shoulder blades together. Inhale. Stay, one more time, exhale. And lowering it down. Bring the hands onto the floor like you were going to do a push-up, but don't worry, there's no push-ups. And then, it doesn't matter which side, they lift up one foot. So bend the knee and lift up one foot. You're going to push into the hands slightly, and that foot is going to come onto the floor behind the straight leg. It tips you over to the side. Maybe it touches the floor, maybe it doesn't quite reach. And then you come back through the center. Again, this is another tricksy one to explain, so you might want to look. The shoulder blades are together. You bend one knee, you lift up that thigh from the floor, and you send the foot towards or onto the floor behind you. You end up rolling over one side of your chest, and then you come back through the center. Now, you can stick with it like this, or you might prefer, as you send the leg over, to push into the hands and lift your chest, a little bit like you're going to do a cobra, but you're twisted to the side. That adds a different type of feeling into the movement. It also might be more appropriate if you have a sore chest today. So your choice. Both of them offer something a little bit different, but feed your way through the movement. And do you want to make it strong, or do you want to find a sense of softness? If you want to find the strength there, draw your shoulder blades together, grip the floor with your fingers, and make use of your bum muscles. If you want to find the softness, just roll around. Make no pressure either which way. And push your way back to all fours. Give your tail a little happy wiggle side to side. And then sink the hips back to the heels. Child's pose. If child's pose is not for you, come to sit or find any other shape that gives you a sense of rebound and rest. Breathing into the back of your ribs and the side of your ribs. Repeat to yourself, I am on my side. Bring yourself to sit, this time soles of the feet together, knees open to the sides. And I know a common cue is to bring the feet as close as you can, but I just want you to let the legs fall wherever they want to. If you bring them in really close, it's quite hard to find your sitting bones, and you're actually like fighting against yourself. And in this whole theme of being on your own side and laying down your weapons, enable your body in this shape. So just have a play around with where exactly you place the feet to feel like you can really get on your sitting bones and your knees can drop. It doesn't matter how close to the floor, but you're not getting in your own way. If you still feel really crunched here, sit on something, and that will help just to elevate your hips and give you a bit more space. If your knees are complaining about this, place something underneath your thighs high enough up that it supports your knees. And if you really dislike having your legs like this, then I would recommend you straighten them in a comfy, narrow straddle. Okay, lifting the arms up, take a deep breath in. Twisting one way, doesn't matter which, open your arms wide and push down the opposite knee using your leg muscles. Inhale through the center. Really lift the shoulders, just stretch your armpits and your lats. And then the shoulders come down as you twist to the other side. Spread your fingers, push down the opposite knee. Inhale, journey through the center. Lift the arms up. Reach your arms forwards, round your back. Exhale. Interlace your fingers, push the arms forwards. Inhale. Stay there, round your back more, push the arms more forwards. Exhale. Reach the arms up, ripple your spine long, breathe in. And then reach your arms out to the sides. Exhale. Take a big inhale, reach a little further. Exhale, lean over to one side. Let your hips and knees do whatever they want to do. Arm sweeps over. Inhale, pass back through the center. And we're exhaling over to the other side. Inhaling up, open the arms wide. And exhale, gather your knees together, hug your own body. Be intimately available to yourself through all parts of your movement practice. Really be present with your body. Meet yourself where you are. Ground your feet, separate the legs a little, hold on to the backs of the thighs. Inhale, arch your spine, shoulder blades together, open the front of your throat, look up. Exhale, rippling it, rounding it, dropping back, straighten your arms and pull on your legs to help stretch between your shoulder blades. Inhale, you peel past center, all the way towards a back bend. Burst your chest open, look up. And exhale, scooping and rounding. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, begin to lower it down. Come all the way onto your back. Bring the feet just a little bit closer so you can really feel them coming down onto the ground. Just pause there. Interlace the hands and place them behind the head. And just really rest your head into your hands. And then drop your knees one way and the other way. And feel that movement spiral up through your body. Knees are dropping one way and the other way. Be soft with yourself. Back through the center. Join the soles of the feet together, knees open, and you have this symbiosis between the position of the arms and the legs, the hips and the shoulders, the elbows and the knees. The whole front body is open. If it feels too vulnerable, change your shape. Otherwise, lean into that sense of vulnerability. And now, rather than breathing into the sides of your ribs, really breathe into your belly. Consider how much time you spend holding your tummy in, literally, physically holding yourself back from breathing. Be on your own side. Lay down your weapons. Be courageous enough to soften. Listen and follow your body. Breathe into your belly. When you feel ready, start to make your way towards the shape that you would like to end the practice in. It might be this shape. Maybe it's something a little different. But without too much fanfare, just allow yourself some rest. It'll just be a few minutes. If you want more rest after the practice, you can always hit the deck again. But for now, just settle your body and settle into your strength in this moment, however you want to wear those words. And as you take a few minutes without me talking, I'd like to invite you to spend those minutes just repeating to yourself in your mind, I am on my own side. I am on my own side. Being on your own side really comes down to a few things. It is knowing when you need to stand on your own 2 feet, be autonomous and independent. And it is knowing when you need to lean on other people and reach out for support. The difference between the two is about self-awareness and self-trust. And these are big topics. These are big topics. So you don't have to know what all of the steps ahead look like. You just need to decide to take the first step. And that might be that you start by simply repeating to yourself what you want to be true. For example, I am on my own side. Or I am cultivating self-awareness. Or I am learning to trust myself. Because for me, even trusting others is about trusting yourself. If you truly trust yourself, you can trust others because you know, even if they let you down, you know that you have yourself. And you know that you'll be able to judge people's character. So, deepen your breath, begin to move your body. And gradually come and meet me in a seated position. Eyes closed or soft gaze. And choose one of the hand positions that were offered during the practice to connect into your own body and be on your own side. Maybe it was hand on heart and belly. Maybe you liked holding the throat somehow. Sometimes I put both hands on the front of my throat. I quite enjoy that. Sometimes it could be hands to sides of ribs or holding opposite ribs, or maybe there's something that I didn't offer that you would like to choose in this moment. And start by telling yourself, either silently or literally out loud, I am on my own side. And then have a little think. Is there something that is blocking you from making that statement a true reality? Some of the things I mentioned, like self-trust or self-awareness, for example, maybe it's something completely different. Maybe it's one really tangible thing, an area of your life. If you can think of something, turn that into a positive phrase. I am starting to cultivate, or I am leaning into, or I am learning to, ... And if you can't think of anything, just keep repeating, I am on my own side. So just a moment now for us all to make our promises to ourselves. And sending my thoughts and my love to whoever that siren is for. And so let's finish this practice together. Wherever you are, in this very moment, we are going to take a deep breath together. Inhale. I always finish every practice with 3 thank yous. Feel free to join me if they work for you. Thank you for my loved ones and companions. Thank you for my body and my life. Thank you for all creatures and creation.